Coach, what were the benefits of the bye week for your team?
Uh, Probably this time was mental rest. I think physically we were fine. Early in the year we were banged up a little bit, and it helped us get healthy. But I think this one, the mental stress of the month of November, just in terms of the results and the process of how we played and so on. I think there's benefit in just taking a breath and pushing back a little bit. They were allowed to, not allowed. They could focus on school with exams coming up, so finish the semester properly. So hopefully a couple different things. We had some days off, and the preparation seems to have been good. We'll see come Friday how sharp we are, because you miss a week, you lose that game readiness. But hopefully it won't take us long to get it back.
This is another tough league opponent. What will be the challenges St. Cloud give you this weekend?
They're as challenging as anybody we've played and will play. Their depth, all three positions, they're extremely good. Their experience of winning, their top people have been around a bunch of winning here in the last few years, at least the years that I've been here. Their special teams are outstanding. Their belief, just lots of challenges. They're coming off a good weekend at home against North Dakota, where they had to respond to some adversity, looking at the games, looking at the results. Just a team that has been well put together and has stayed together. They've lost some pieces from last year in the last couple of years, but they've been able to hold on to some guys. And I think that looks like the transfer portal with Cruikshank and Bassi, the goalie, has helped. I think a defenseman too is up there in points. I'm not sure what year he is, but just a really good team. Lots of challenges.
So they are a team that plays their home games on the Olympic-sized ice. And we talk a lot when we go there or go to a place, what differences it is for a team to go from the small ice to the big ice. What's the difference then from a team going from the big ice all the time to coming to the small ice?
You'd have to ask them that, Wads. I just know we've only played them here, I think, 2 times, and this being the 3rd time in the 4 years. Something along those lines. They've seemed to have been close games here. They play really well at home. That we know. They're good on their home ice. They really use that big sheet well, but they're a really good team. They went to CC a couple of weeks ago on a regular size ice sheet and had swept them there. So this is not a team that I think changes who they are or how they are, depending on the ice surface. They're just a team with a bunch of challenges. I don't know if it looks different. I just think they're going to come at you. They're going to take advantage of neutral zone turnovers with their transition game. They're really good in all 3 areas in terms of all 3 positions and in situations, O zone, D zone, special teams, those kind of things. So I don't see a lot of change, but that would be something they'd have to answer.
So your team had a bye week, and then it was getting ready for exams as well. So how does that change the schedule preparation for the guys? What is different?
The bye week gave us a couple weeks, as I said to Patrick, just to kind of hopefully mentally breathe and physically rest too. And then this week we just asked for their exam schedules and tried to piece together something for the week. We've been able to do that. We got an hour of ice Monday through Thursday, obviously Friday with the pregame skate. The exams will be in the rear view by Friday, so that'll be good. So I think we got a little creative with it, but generally we were practicing in the morning like we always do.
And this is kind of an anomaly, kind of a weekend, because you were off last weekend, and then after this, you break for the holiday.
Yeah.
So, and you'll be gone for a few weeks too. So, how important is it for this weekend to kind of finish off that first half of the season?
Well, I mean, every weekend's huge. We always want to finish off a stretch like this, the first half, with a substantial break coming up on a positive note. But it's St. Cloud's going to have to say something about that, and we're going to have to do what we can do to play our good 60-minute game. We think when we've done that, we've challenged and played with some of the best teams in the country and the best teams in our league. That'll be our challenge. So we're kind of looking at this weekend as that opportunity, and then what comes beyond that is a 2-week break, as you said, but we're not thinking about that right now.
One final thing, Red Savage, again, has a chance to potentially play for the World Junior team to represent the United States. What does that say about Red Savage and his preparation as a player?
Oh, I think it says exactly what it should say. He's a guy that's played his way into those conversations. He had 2 years at the U.S. program. He was the captain of the World Under-18s. He was part of the 2021/22 World Junior that basically got postponed until this past August. I know he's going to be in the conversation. I know he's excited about that. Hopefully he can focus on St. Cloud and this weekend and then turn the page to USA Hockey. But we're really proud of him, and he's earned it.
What were the benefits of the bye week for your team?
I think the bye week was pretty beneficial for us. We got back to work, kind of dialed in on some of the things that we need to work on, and kind of just figure out what our objectives are coming up for this weekend, and trying to finish the first half on a high note.
St. Cloud, what are you seeing on tape that will make them a challenging team come this weekend?
They play fast. I mean, we know from playing in the past in a couple of years, they play fast. They're a skilled team. They like to make plays. We got to stay out of the box. As you can see, like, their power plays firing right now, so we just got to stay out of the box, be disciplined. So, yeah.
As far as the team goes, you had the bye week, as we just talked about that, but it was also finals week this week. So how do things kind of change practice-wise for you, maybe personally-wise, trying to handle both the classroom, which obviously is why you're here, and then also hockey as well? Yeah,
so with finals this week, we've been practicing earlier than usual. It's not really that big of a deal. It's like an hour earlier, but I think everyone's going to be relieved by the end of the week when games come around and everyone's finished with their finals. There'll just be stress off your shoulders. So it hasn't been too bad, but it's been all right.
It's been all right. That's good. So talk about you a little bit. So how do you get yourself ready each and every week? So there's a lot of competition on the team this year for playing time. So what do you do personally each week? How do you kind of shape your practice week, maybe on the ice as well as off the ice, to get a chance to get out there and get regular shifts?
Yeah, it's a challenge. I mean, we have a pretty skilled team this year, and there's lots of guys, but just try to stay disciplined through my actions, stay focused on what I need to accomplish in the gym, on the ice, in the classroom. And I think if I just stick to a schedule, it really helps just my game personally.
And I want to bring up real quick here before we let you go, your family, quite an athletic family. Your dad was drafted in Major League Baseball, a pro baseball player. First off, how did you end up playing hockey, not baseball?
Yeah.
What'd your dad say about that?
Well, I played baseball growing up. He actually coached me when I was younger. I played all the way through high school. Even when I went out to prep school, still ended up playing there. But yeah, I was like, oh, I like hockey better. He didn't take it too well, but it's all good.
What position did you play baseball?
I played center field.
Oh, fast.
Yeah.
Got the wheels. So, and then your sister is a varsity soccer player at the University of Denver. So how is that kind of when Miami and Denver match up? I know we've been out there a few times, and you've gotten a chance to see her when you go out there.
Yeah, it's funny because I actually have another younger sister, and she just committed to play soccer at Denver as well. So it's kind of Denver versus Miami right now, and it's just me. So kind of outnumbered, but it's all right. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
Take care of it on the ice then.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.